Hey guys, how you doing? Are you ready to move today? Today I've got a fun session planned for us, and especially for those of us who don't have a ton of time. We need a shorter session and a full long one. And also, I just thought I would do a session today using loop bands with the reformer. So this will just be a fun, quick little run around. A lot of leg and glute work. We'll definitely get some core work in there. And we'll also be working our stability and our balance as well, besides the global everything, as we always do in Pilates, using all of our principles, right? So, founding principles. That is the word I was looking for. Okay. What loop bands do you want to have today? You want to have one that is a lightweight. This is the one we're going to be using for your arms. I know it sounds funny, and even for the guys that I work with, oh no, give me a harder one. But at that point, you lose range. So I would rather have range than have your range restricted because the resistance is just so tight. Okay, so hence the reason for a lighter band. And then you want to pick one medium and one heavier weight band for around the legs, okay? So that's all you need today. Set your reformer up with your foot bar all the way down so it is not up, okay? I have put on one red spring. That is what you want. Your headrest can be down. And go ahead and put your medium and heavier weight loop bands. Let's just put them maybe down by the headrest so that they're within reach. We are not going to use them right away. Okay, you guys ready? Let's move. You're going to take your lighter band and you're going to slip your arms through it. Bring it around the midpoint of your forearms. Actually, let's go up a little bit higher up towards your wrists and have your palms facing in, okay? What I want you to do here is please carefully step onto your carriage and step onto the center, okay? Since it's mobile, it's better to just come up into the center. Try not to press your way out, right? And then turn to face your headrest here. All right, if you feel like you need your hands on your waist just to steady yourself to get into this position, go ahead and do so. You're going to bring your back left foot onto your platform, and then I put my heel up on my foot bar. That just gives me a better hold. I do not have a platform extender. If you do, you will want to use it here. That will be a nice addition to today's class. Line your feet up parallel with your sit bones. Your right foot here can be about in the center of your carriage. That's good, okay? So from here, all we're going to do is we're going to lift the arms straight out in front of your chest, palms facing in towards each other. We're going to lunge forward, keeping the back leg straight, and the front leg, we're going to keep our right knee over our ankle. Here on this lunge out, I want you to open your arms wide towards a T, okay? So here's where you get, if you had, even with the light one, I can't get all the way out to a T. And then I'm just gonna lift back up to standing, closing the carriage, and then closing my arms forward. And I'm gonna go out and lift up. For the moment, I'm letting my shoulders, for the most part, stay over my hips when I come out into that lunge. So I'm not leaning my torso forward at the same angle as that back leg. I'm not hinging forward. Not yet. We will go there, okay? So really your focus here is going to be on keeping that right knee bend right over the ankle, and that knee doesn't go past your ankle, right? Good. Let's go for twice. 2 more. That's it. 1 more. We're going to hold it out here. Turn your palms to face the floor. Lift your arms up overhead. Hinge your back forward. Now you are in line with that back leg. From here, I want you to press your arms out on the strap and then bring them back straight up, shooting over your head, and press them out to like a V, and then straight up to like goalie posts, and out to a V, or like if you're making a capital letter H, right? And out to a V, if that made sense. And as they come back here close to your ears, I want you to really sink your shoulders down towards your waistband. Out and in. Here we go for 3 and 2. On this one, I want you to bring them to those goalie pose. Bend your elbows, get your forearms behind you, strap behind the head. You're gonna extend your right leg forward and bend. Keep the hinge of your torso forward. So we extend the right leg and bend just to where the heel's underneath your knee, and extend and bend for 3 and 2. Last one, bend it in. Extend the arms first, lower the shoulders down, lift the torso up, arms come to center in front of you, and you lift up out of that lunge. Okay, in order to change, your left foot steps forward onto the carriage. Line your feet up with your sit bones here. Bring your hands on your hips if you need to. Look back behind you and carefully bring yourself back into position for the other side. Here we go. Lunging it forward and pushing out on that strap as though you want to bring your arms into a T, right? Side by your sides. Palms face in. That's it. Really strong in your back glute. Pressing that right hip forward. So you should feel a good stretch in your hip flexor here. We go for 3 more. And 2. Here we go. Hold it out here. Palms face down, arms long by your ears, hinge your torso forward. We're going to press out on the strap, arms to a V, and then arms long by your ears. V and ears. 6, 5, draw the fronts of your ribs down towards your hips. So make sure you haven't forgotten your abs here. Last 2. Last one, bring your arms to goalie pose, send them behind you as you bend your elbows. Pull your shoulders down your back. Keep your hinge forward. Extend the left leg and bend. Extend and bend. Belly up and in. Extend and bend. Hips are facing forward. Your right glute is engaged. Extend and bend. Here we go for 3 and 2. Last one. Bend. Arms up overhead. They reach in front of you. You lift the torso and you bring the carriage all the way back in. Good job. You're going to take your strap away from your hands. Bring your hands to your shoulder rests. Step your right foot forward and you're going to sit down onto your carriage facing your headrest. Okay. Put your loop band down. Bring your feet forward onto your headrest with your knees bent. You're going to pass your hands through your straps and hold onto your ropes. Okay? We're going to do a little core work here. All right. Take an inhale, lifting your spine. Exhale, scoop the belly. Start to roll back just behind your sit bones. From here, I want you to lift one leg up to tabletop, the other leg up to tabletop, and squeeze your knees and your legs together. We're balancing just behind our sit bones as if we were going to roll like a ball on the mat. I want you to really draw your belly up and in and start to rock back. But don't go to your waistband. You're just right at that tipping point, and then I want you to start to rock back forward and lift the chest. Exhale, tip that tail, draw the low belly up and in. So you might not visually see very much movement. There is some movement, but it's really small, right? What you want to make sure that you're doing is initiating the movement from your low abdominals and not from a swing of the legs, right? Or a pull back with the upper body using your straps. So your straps are there for assistance and support, but they're not there to yank on or to pull, right? I like to think of if you're water skiing, if you pull on that rope that's pulling you, you will go right under and you'll be down in the water. All right. That's it. From this rolled back balanced position, can you extend both legs or one, to your teaser. Keep them here. Continue to roll down. Low back comes to the carriage. Lift back up. Lift the chest. Exhale, tip the tail away from the legs. Roll the low back down to the carriage and lift it up to teaser. One more time. That's it. Up to teaser. Feet come back down onto your headrest. And then let's stay here. Thumbs up, palms facing in, make fists. And we're going to pull out on the straps nice and wide and forward. Pull out and wide and forward. So working the backs of the shoulders here, opening the chest. If this is too much for your hip flexors, you guys can scooch it back. I'm kind of feeling hip flexors are screaming there. And just open them up a little bit, yeah? It's a little bit nicer. And 3, and 2. One more. Good. Now you can keep your hands here. It's going to be more challenging, or you can come to your hands in the loops. We're going to make circles. We're going to go down, palms face forward, back, circle up, all the way up to your ears, and forward. Your palms face forward as you draw back, arms up, shoulders sink down, and arms forward. One more time in this direction. Thumbs up. Good. Palms face in, thumbs up as you lift up to your ears, circle out, around and down, and forward. I am trying to keep my spine nice and tall as my arms lift up. So sometimes we do this movement with a roll back, and when you try and keep your spine straight, it's a little more challenging. Okay, we did it. 3 on each side, that's good enough. All right, so hang it up. And we're going to move on. Next is the part where we're going to load our legs up with your medium and your heavier resistance band. So what you want to do is put your heavier resistance all the way up above your knees, around your thighs, okay? The next one is your medium resistance is going to go around your ankles. From here, let's take your light resistance and just put it down on the floor so we don't get tangled in it. We stay on that red spring. You're all sort of tied up here. You're going to use your hands to help you around, come onto your knees, and you're going to bring your hands onto your foot bar, okay? You're going to bring your knees to the front lip of the carriage. Make sure that those straps are on and not twisted, okay? Tuck your toes underneath you right here. Let's do a couple scapula protraction and retraction, which simply means keeping your arms straight. I want you to sink your chest down towards the floor. Send your shoulders up towards the ceiling. And now do the opposite. Send your arms and hands down towards the floor and rise with your upper back up towards the ceiling. And reverse. So this is called retracting those shoulder blades, and this is protracting the shoulder blades. So I just want you to feel this movement in order to set ourselves up for success with a good shoulder girdle position before we move into planking. All right, so feel yourself pass through the middle of those two positions. Find it, broaden your collarbones underneath you, wrap those shoulder blades around and underneath your armpits, lift your belly button up and in, and here we go. I want you to lift your knees, and I want you to straighten your legs back. Walk your feet forward, almost to the lip. From here, pike your hips up and bring the carriage home. So really pike here. I want you to bend your knees so they hover over the platform, straighten back to your plank, and pike to close and come home. Knees come down, float, press back, pike, and knees down, and plank, and pike, and knees down. Here we go. Plank, pike, reverse, plank, knees in, pike it up, plank back, knees in, pike, and plank, knees, and pike, and plank. One more, knees, and pike, and plank. Hold your plank. Lift the left leg straight up. You're going to send it out to the side, back in line with you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg down, bend your knees in. Take a breath, exhale, push it back out. Right leg lifts, press out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, knees in, and bring your knees to the front lip of that carriage. All right, so from here, we're going to scoot the knees slightly back, shift yourself forward, and bring yourself into a plank position on your knees. We're going to push back with the arms, shoulders go back, and pull the shoulders back over your wrists. Pressing back. So my feet are down, my knees are down. My glutes are strong, my abs are lifted, pulling up and in. Pressing it back and pulling through. Try not to round in your upper back. That's really important. Pressing it back and in. One more, back and in. Bend your knees and bring them just underneath your hips so the carriage is still open. You're going to keep your right knee and toes down. Lift the left leg up like you're trying to stamp the foot up towards the ceiling. Pull the knee under. So if that strap around your ankles has just snapped up towards the top of your knees, don't worry about it. Let's just keep going, okay? And we go for 5 and 4. You want to increase the difficulty. Extend your right arm long by your ear. Hold the carriage still. 2. Hold the carriage still. 1. Right hand down, left knee and left toes down. Stabilize here. Lift the right leg up and down like you're trying to stamp the bottom of that foot up towards the ceiling. You want to increase your difficulty. Extend the left arm long by your ear. Draw the belly up and in. And we go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it all the way down and close your carriage. Good job. From here, you're going to shift and turn towards your left, keeping your knees in the center of your carriage. Your right hand comes just in front of your right shoulder. Stack your knees so you're on your right knee. Your left knee is stacked. Feet are together behind you. Make sure everything in the front here is in one long line. And we're going to just press away and come back in, shoulder over wrist. Press away, pull back in. Warming it up. Press away, pull back in. For 2, pull back in. For 1, pull it back in. Go halfway out and hold. Here we go. Left leg lifts and lowers. Lifts and lowers. That's it. Try not to bend at the hip. Stay out there in that plank position. Good. And we go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Leg goes down. From here, shoulder doesn't change. Your left hand goes under you and you bring the carriage home by flexing at your underside and then come back out to your side plank. So it's a twist, send the hips back And then come back into your side plank. That's it. Good. Here we go for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Working those obliques. Last one. Go ahead and sit the hips back, close your carriage, and then really sit the hips all the way back and get a stretch, okay? So come back facing your foot bar and then shift around to face towards the right. Get your left knee underneath you, right knee is stacked, okay? And from here, we just start by pushing out and pulling back in, shoulder over wrist. Out and in. Good. Squeeze the glutes together, strong from your underside. Out and in. This is a fantastic exercise to find the true connection of your anterior serratus, which is really the muscle, one of the main muscles, supporting muscles used in your planking, right? So it's right here under your side, yeah? Okay? And that's where we want to find that in our facing forward plank so that we get out of that scapula winging. Hold yourself out here. Lift the right leg up and down. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Shoulder stays where it is in space. Twist, send your hips back to close the carriage. Unfurl and come to your side plank. Twist and close and unwrap. Twist and close and unwrap. Draw that underside up and in. And 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Sit it all the way back and your arms reach forward. All right, guys, here's where you get to shake your wrists out if you need it, right? So planking's a lot of work on the wrist, so it takes time to build strength up. You can always take one hand, grab a hold of your other hand, and just sort of pull your hand up and away. That's going to release all of that compression and tension inside your wrist joint, okay? You can always just shake them out like so. Bend them in the opposite direction, yeah, that they are being bent. All right, let's finish, okay? So I want you to pop your foot bar up to the middle position. We stay on the red spring. Swing your legs around so that you can take the bottom strap off. So the strap that was around the ankles, that's gonna come off. You can put it down on the floor. Make sure that the strap around your thighs is hopefully not all rolled up because it's just annoying. That's what I think. All right, so stand yourself up onto your feet into the center of your carriage, holding on to your foot bar. Here's how we get into this position. I want you to just lift your hips, okay? I want you to bring your right foot forward onto the platform. Yep. Your shin can go gently against the foot bar, and your left foot is going to go in the center of the carriage. Line your feet up with your sit bones. Our hands stay on the foot bar here. Bring your shin away from the bar. I want you to really lengthen out through your tail and through the crown of your head. From here, we push back with the left leg and pull in. Push back, pull in. We've got 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Broaden those collarbones. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it here. Find your balance and bring your hands to your waist, lifting your torso tall. From here, push back with the left leg, pull it under and through. Same thing, but with your torso lifted tall. Really push back from your glute. That's it. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg straight. Press back with the right leg. Right leg and left leg are both straight. Come in, lifting the hips, keeping the leg straight, and just rock it back out. And lift. And rock it down. And lift. That's it. Keep your eyes on a point on the wall in front of you that's not moving. Yeah, that helps. Keep your focus on the inside of you. So all the feedback coming from your muscles, you can really pay attention to that and stay centered. That's it. All right, last one. From here, both knees bend so you come into a lunge position. I want you to just pulse it down and up, little tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch that back leg away. Stretch the right leg. Bring your hands back onto the bar. Bend your knees to come in and bring that right foot back onto your carriage. All right, get yourself in position for the next side. Keep your hands on the bar to start. Both knees are bent. Here we go. Sending that right leg back behind us. Straighten and bend. Pressing from the glute. Pressing from the back of the leg. That's it. Draw the shoulders down, belly up and in. This is not a core workout here, so we need to be careful to stay connected and not to dump the belly forward. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bring your hands to your waist. Lift the torso up. Same move. Right leg back and bend it in and under. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it straight in the front leg. Lift the hips up and rock it down and out. Legs stay straight. Hips stay facing forward. So careful not to open that back hip out to the side. We're just staying forward and square for this time. Good, you guys. I hope you like this one. 3 and 2 and 1. Come back into that lunge, both knees bent, and little pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Close your carriage. Step your left foot back in towards the center. Keep your hands on your foot bar, and then you can just bring yourself to seated and your legs come forward. You can take your legs out of that band, and so you're out of that prisoner position.
You did it, guys. You're awesome. Thanks for moving with me. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up as that helps out the channel, and make sure to subscribe and tick the box to get a notification each time I upload a new video, which is once per week. If you're interested in learning more, please come visit my website at goneadventuringpilates.com. Join the adventure coming soon, and I will see you next week.